Super Microcomputer has experienced a staggering 2000% growth in just 2 years and still holds immense potential for further expansion. The company is fully leveraging generative artificial intelligence and making significant contributions with its innovative liquid cooling technology, the technology that is used in AI data centers. SMCI has been increasing its earnings by more than 100% every quarter and is expected to continue this rapid expansion. Today, I will do a complete technical and fundamental analysis of Super Microcomputer. Be sure to watch the whole video. Johnny Zhang, writing for Seeking Alpha, notes that SMCI has increased its capital expenditure by up to 385% to sustain its growth trajectory. He further highlights that the company is gaining market share and experiencing over 100% revenue growth momentum. Similarly, analyst Matthew Sada commends SMCI for capitalizing on the AI market with high-performance servers and liquid cooling technology. And Levy Investment Research even believes that SMCI will hit another all-time high. There are numerous news and articles detailing SMCI's innovative initiatives. Now first let's try to visualize how Super Microcomputer has been rising, forming multiple highs and lows. Since January 2023, the company is constantly moving up, and see here, whenever Super Microcomputer takes a pause and then it's move up with a massive rise. Similarly, if you analyze Super Microcomputer chart with respect to the moving averages, you will discover that Super Microcomputer always stayed up its 200-day moving average, and most of the time Super Microcomputer obeyed 50 days moving average. So wonderful story of the Super Microcomputer rise. See that it has never broken below the 200 days moving average. Never ever. And let's try to determine whenever Super Microcomputer rises, it is always supported by the massive volume. Now currently Super Microcomputer is accumulating in this narrow range, and you see that it is staying above its 200-day moving average. There are some sell volumes, but sell volumes are not so high, and I strongly believe that after accumulating in this zone for a few weeks more, it will rise from here. I don't see the chances of Super Microcomputer breaking down its 200-day moving average. I am just a little worried about this last candle that has formed with high volume, but such a candle was also formed here. We took into this accumulating zone. So when will be the right time to buy Super Microcomputers? You have to buy Super Microcomputer whenever it breaks out this zone, and the buy volumes below should be higher. If we turn to the income statement of Super Microcomputer, you can see that the company is growing with massive revenue growth every quarter. The last 2 quarters revenue growth was even more than 100%. Similarly, the company's net income is also growing at a very fast rate. The balance sheet of the company is also very impressive and solid. You can see that every quarter the company is improving its total assets. The company's equity is also growing, and most important, can you see that in the last quarter the company's debt has increased. It has taken 1.87 billion debt. This is good thing. Why? The company is utilizing this debt to the capital investments. So this debt will support the company in the future to maintain its revenue growth, to maintain its income growth. Now if we turn to the cash flow situation of the company, you can see that it's generating FUD from the operations. However, if you go below, you will see that the company is investing heavily in its inventories because there is massive demand of the artificial intelligence related stuff in the world. Finally, let's compare the performance of Super Microcomputer with some of the best performing stocks in the US market. See, Super Microcomputer grew almost 2000% in 2 years. Its 3-year revenue growth was 29%, EPS growth, 3-year EPS growth was 64%, trailing 12-month revenue growth was almost 80%, and trailing 12-month EPS growth was almost 75%. And the next year, it is expected to grow almost 100% and EPS almost 105%. But you see that the performance of Nvidia was even lower than Super Microcomputer. It was 714%. But however, Nvidia's compound annual growth of 3 years was higher than Super Microcomputer, 54%. And EPS growth was also higher, 73%. Revenue growth higher, trailing 12 month, EPS growth higher, trailing 12 month, and expected revenue growth and EPS growth are also higher. You see that these are the two best stocks and both are related to artificial intelligence. But however, why Nvidia grew lesser than Supermicro computers? You know why? Because the price to earning of Nvidia is higher and price to earning of Supermicro computer was lower. That's why Supermicro computer grew much higher than Nvidia.